Good to see you, man.
You too, Matt.
Hey, last year you seemed to have such terrible luck with the injuries and getting rolled on a couple of times. How tough was that last year, just navigating through all that, especially at the end of the season when you had to watch the team make that playoff run?
Yeah, it was hard, but we got an excellent training staff. They got me right. But as I came back healthy, and I was healthy for playoffs. But the team was rolling. The O line was really clicking. But it was great to watch my brothers go out there and win the Super Bowl and have all those great playoff wins. But I'm ready to get out there and do it myself this year.
Let's go to Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Andrew. Just to build on the end of that, what is sort of the motivation coming into this camp for you specifically? Because I think that this team is looking for guys that maybe are hungry, that didn't get that taste last year, at least on the field. Do you feel like you've got a little bit extra motivation just because you weren't able to actually be on the field during that Super Bowl run?
Yeah, absolutely. My main goal is to play a full season, and then to make it, all the way through playoffs. We got some really great competition too this year on the interior O-line that also makes it, really motivating too.
Let's go to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Andrew. Because you were able to get a different perspective in the playoffs last year, despite, like you said, being back healthy, I just wonder what you gained from it, whether mentally, emotionally, that you can maybe use for this season, seeing the journey as up close as anybody can on the team. And then secondly, because you're back and because you're healthy, how much of just understanding the offense better can help you in understanding what maybe Pat wants from the guard position and how the offensive line may come together in camp?
Yeah, I was up close and personal, the whole second half of that season, and I got a, real nice perspective on it all. I think everyone knows this, you can't count us out, no matter how many points we're down. And, I just got to see firsthand the resiliency of this team. And then, as far as Pat wants and knowing the offense, yeah, absolutely. This is year 4 for me, year 3 in this offense. So I know it very well. I'm able to move fast, do my job. And, it falls on the interior O-line, in regards to Patty, just setting the depth of the pocket, the tackles handle the width. So I know how he likes to – I know what he wants, the looks he wants. He'll send us in the right direction, and we'll get it done.
Let's go to Surin Petro. Go ahead, Surin.
Thanks for the time, Andrew. I'm curious, for the big guys, right? Your normal game, you're going to be face-to-face with an opponent. We're all living in this COVID world. Everybody kind of has a different view. Everybody has a different view of what their risks are. I'm just curious, what are your thoughts about, playing the along the spot where you guys really are maybe the most vulnerable based upon the what we do know about this virus?
Yeah, there's a lot of, close contact there in the trenches, but I think, the plan that the NFLPA and all the organizations have in place is a real good one, and it's working very well for us here in Kansas City. So, I think the precautions are in place, and I'm very comfortable, getting down in the trenches.
Let's go to Matt Derrick. Go ahead, Matt.
Hey, I'm curious about how your offseason was. As an offensive lineman, so much of what you usually do is hands-on. So I was just curious, what did you work on this year? Where do you want to be better this year? And what was the virtual training like for you?
Yeah, it was definitely a very unique offseason for sure. I had to mainly just focus, on just, keeping my conditioning in place, right on my apartment complex, running into the park and, just using, a few kettlebells I have, med balls and stuff like that. But, I was able to do as much stuff as I could on my own, taking pass sets, run sets, taking the right footwork and stuff like that. So, yeah, it was definitely weird, not having OTAs, and be able to put your hands, on someone else. But it was all right.
All right, we've got a couple more. Let's go Pete Sweeney and then Surin. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Andrew, thanks for taking some time. I was curious now with both guard positions sort of open here, do you happen to have a preference as far as right guard versus left guard? And if the answer is no, what's the key to versatility there? And then I just was wondering, we're going to get Alex Okafor today. What's challenging about going up against a healthy Alex Okafor?
Yeah, I'll go wherever Coach Heck puts me. Wherever he feels I play the best at, it's where I'm going to play. So ultimately, it's up to him. I'm comfortable at both. And I got some starts under my belt at both. And blocking Alex Okafor is it's something we take very serious here. That's no joke when he's coming off the edge. So yeah, when he's healthy, he's humming. He's a very skilled player.
Let's go to Seren to close us out. Go ahead, Seren.
I'm curious. I don't think any of us were necessarily shocked, right, when LDT decided to opt out. If you have that kind of drive to go through med school and do that, I think we all knew that was going to happen at some point. I'm curious. Did you guys have any more of an idea? Had you talked to him? Did he say he was kind of wrestling with the decision?
It's kind of like you said. We had that general vibe. Because he's doing something pretty spectacular. To the north, and he's doing a very good job. He's just that type of guy. He's really devoted to his craft, and I can't imagine how hard this decision was for him. Having to pick between your two loves, but he's doing real well. Because he was with us for OTAs, on WebEx, and we'd never really went in depth about his choice, but I let him know once he made it that I was super proud of him, very happy for him, and I know he's happy with it as well.